Center Roundup
on YCTV.
Welcome back to YCTV, where I'm in the studio with Jared Barrick and Sergeant Cutler, who are going to tell us what's going on at the Youth Center for the month of February.
Hi, my name is Sergeant Cutler. We're here with YCTV. We got Jared over here from the Youth Center.
Hello, it's good to be here. My name is Jared. I'm the Youth Services Director for Camp Humphreys at Building 427 for the middle school and teenage program.
Jared's here to tell us a little bit about what's going on in the month of February at the Youth Center.
Well, we have a lot going on in the month of February, as we do with every month at the Youth Center. But one of the things I'm most looking forward to is something we're calling our Zeckler Fitness Day, which is going to take place every Saturday from 2 p.m. until 10 p.m. at the Zeckler Gymnasium. It's an opportunity where we have the whole gym reserved only for CYS registered teens in grades 6 through 12 to come and utilize the fitness facilities. We're going to have basketball games going on. We'll have supervised usage of the weight room and fitness floor, and all sorts of exercise opportunities for the youth of Camp Humphreys every Saturday beginning in February.
Okay, how do we sign up for that?
Very simple. You just have to register with Parent Central, which is building 570. Anybody in 6th through 12th grade can be registered with the Teen Center, and it's free of charge, just a small little paperwork you fill out, and then they're a registered member of the Youth Center, and they can come in any Saturday or any time that the building's open and utilize their center.
Do they have to register in advance?
Not for the Zeckler Fitness Day, no.
Okay.
They can just show up anytime, any Saturday they want, anytime between the hours of 2 to 10. They just need to be pre-registered with the Youth Center, which is good for 1 year. So one paperwork fill out, and then you're good for the whole year.
Rockin'. What else is going on?
We have a big Valentine's Day dance scheduled. We're going to have it on February 14th, and it's going to take place at the Cat Ballroom. We have a professional DJ hired for the event. This DJ has done a couple dances for us in the past, and the youth really love him. He's really engaging and really good music. So it's better music than I can play for the young people. So they're really looking forward to it. It's going to be from 7 to 10 p.m. in the Cat Ballroom, and we're asking just a $5 entry fee just to cover the cost of our DJ. But we'll be providing drinks, snacks, entertainment for the whole evening. So they don't need to pre-sign up for that either. Just show up in the Cat Ballroom, and it's $5 at the door.
Yeah, maybe they can bring some song requests for the DJ.
Absolutely, he's great. He has the microphone down. He's talking with all of them throughout the dance, so he's definitely one of the fan favorites, I would say.
Okay, what else is going on?
Another big program we're really trying to get started is called our Youth Sponsorship Program. And what we're doing now is we're going to start what's called a Youth Orientation Night. And what it's going to be is going to be the third Thursday of every month. And it's going to take place at Building 427 in the Youth Center. And it's an opportunity for new youth at Camp Humphreys to come into the door, meet myself, meet the staff, meet the other youth who use the Youth Center, and gives us an opportunity to explain to them all the opportunities that we have available to them. We'll explain to them how to get registered with the Youth Center. We'll explain all the programs and activities that we have for them, not only here on post, but all the things that we do off post as well for the youth. So that's something I'm really looking forward to. We're trying to build up. And then we have also a lot of youth who may not be new to Camp Humphreys, but may not know what the Youth Center has to offer. So we want them to come on in as well and see what we really can do for them and the opportunities that are available for them through the Youth Center. So again, no pre-registration for that one. They just need to show up. It's on the third Thursday of every month at 6 p.m. At Building 427. And the whole program would take probably 30 minutes to 45 minutes, depending on the question and answers. And things that the youth want to talk about, but no less than an hour, and a good opportunity for them to see what's going on.
Awesome. Is there a way we can look this stuff up online, Jared?
Absolutely. We have our own Facebook page called Humphreys CYSS Team. If you go to the Facebook page and like it today, all the updated information, we put announcements up there, flyers, schedules, pictures of what the youth are doing. It's really a good site. So if you haven't had a chance to check out Humphreys CYSS Team on Facebook page, go check it out now, give it a like, and you'll see, almost daily what we're doing over at the Youth Center.
Oh, that sounds really exciting. Well, thanks for watching, thanks for coming by, Jared, and we'll see you guys next time.
Thanks, Jared and Sergeant Cutler. That was some really good information, and it sounds like we're going to have an exciting month at the Youth Center.
Youth Center Roundup
on YCTV.
In our next segment called Lingo Swap, Sergeant Cutler and our intern Sam are going to teach us a new Korean language phrase. More when we return.
The United States Army stands ready to serve abroad and at home to meet the needs of the American people.
So good to see you guys. So, what's up?
Oh, we finally bought a place.
Holy cow.
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
Jeez, at the end of the month, we have nothing left to save.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes.
Well, you're spending a lot on...
Was it good?
Oh, God.
Oh, how is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Hi, welcome back from the break. I'm here with Kate and Sam. Sam is going to teach us some Korean during Lingo Swap. So Sam, how do I say, how much does it cost?
얼마요?
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 Youth Center Roundup
On YCTV.
We're the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders, and you're watching YCTV. you pick that up? Oh, you're such a dork. Loser. Here, let me help you with that. Oops.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Oh, look. Your crush is looking at you. Poor you.
They want to help, but don't know how.
See, no one here's gonna help you, because no one...
Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
Hi, my name is Sergeant Cutler and this is YCTV. In this month's segment of Career Corner, I'm here with Therese, a marketing professional in our community. Welcome to the show, Therese.
Thank you, Sergeant. I appreciate you having me.
Of course.
Yeah. My name is Therese Tenyas. I'm the marketing manager for Family MWR here at Camp Humphreys. I'm excited to talk to you.
So, what can you tell us, Therese, about your career field?
Well, I think for me, as far as my chosen path of career field and exactly how I got into it, my story is that as a sophomore in college, we kind of had to make the choice as to exactly what sort of major we wanted to choose, what our career path is going to be. And I made the determination at that point that I wanted a good blend of both creative and business. And for me, marketing and advertising was the right way to do that. So I got my degree in advertising. And soon after I graduated, I ended up taking an unpaid internship with Navy MWR, planning special events for about 4 months. And from there, that was a great springboard for me to get into the MWR marketing field. I worked in Washington State for 8 years, and I've been here at Camp Humphreys for about a year.
Okay, that sounds pretty exciting.
Yeah.
What kind of classes did you take during college?
My university in particular took a very holistic approach to marketing and advertising in our degree field. So a lot of the classes that we took were very particular to the discussion of past successful campaigns, how those worked, and how we could roll those into future campaigns. So a lot of it was just general awareness and knowledge of what had been effective in the past and how we can then play that into the future.
Okay.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about the different pay rates when you start off in that career field?
Obviously things have changed just a little bit in the 10 years that I've been in the career field, but my guesstimation would be that anywhere from $30,000 to $40,000 would probably be a reasonable starting point in the career field now, and you could really progress anywhere from $60,000 to $80,000 to $100,000 per year, depending on exactly what area you're in and what particular avenue of marketing you choose to go down.
Okay, sounds like a lot of room for growth.
There is, absolutely, yeah.
And what do you actually do at the job during the day? What are the different positions?
There are a variety of positions within marketing. Because we have such a small department, there are obviously more than one role that most people take on within our department. We have a graphic designer, and he works graphic design all day long. He develops our magazine, he develops a lot of the materials that you see out on the street advertising various MWR programs. We have an administrative assistant. She also helps with getting advertisers from out in town and sponsorship and that sort of thing. So community event partnership and opportunities for promotional opportunities for promotion from outside advertisers.
Oh, okay.
So she does a lot of that, and then I kind of work in a lot of the administrative, a lot of moving projects along, so project management, social media, market research, a little bit of everything.
Wow, it sounds like there's a lot out there.
There is, yeah. There are a lot of different opportunities and a lot of different ways that you can go with it. If you're working in a large agency, you're obviously going to specialize a lot more, but smaller agencies and smaller departments like what I work in, you kind of have to know a little bit of everything.
Okay, well that sounds exciting.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what's a day in the office like for you?
There really is no typical day at the office, and I think that's what I enjoy so much about getting up and going to work every day. I never know exactly what I'm going to expect. I can be working in video, in photography, in market research, in advertising, in writing. I could be doing administrative work, I could be writing SOPs, I could be doing training, so it really just kind of depends.
Wow, that sounds really exciting.
Yeah, it
is.
Thanks
for stopping by. Thanks for telling us about your career field. Is there anything else you'd like to let our viewers know about marketing?
I would just let them know that communication really is the key as far as marketing is concerned, both written and verbal communication, and to try to focus on those skills as much as possible. I think in marketing and advertising, we tend to kind of break the rules quite a bit. But in order to break the rules, you have to know the right rules first, and then kind of deviate from there.
Okay, sounds like a tricky thing.
Yeah. But, you know, you get used to it, and you learn as you go.
Okay. Do you guys have a Facebook page?
We do, yes. Facebook.com/Humphreys MWR, Twitter.com/Humphreys MWR, HumphreysMWR.com. You see a theme here, yeah. And then, of course, we piggyback on the Garrison's Facebook page as well as the Flickr page that they use. So Flickr.com/USAG Humphreys. You'll see a ton of photos from MWR in there as well.
Okay. Well, it was great to have you, and thanks for stopping by.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Hey there. Hi! I haven't seen you before. Yeah, I just moved here. I'm new. Wanna hang out or something? 'Cause I have a feeling we're gonna be best friends.
Things can get pretty ugly when you're bored. In an after-school program, you can find something way better to do.
Gosh, Darlene, it sure is amazing how much we have in common.
I know, Larry. We both love three-car pileups. We both were built in Buffalo.
And we both know wearing safety belts helps save thousands of lives.
Yeah, this is fascinating.
Don't mind Vince. He's getting over a bad breakup.
I know. Janet's picking up the pieces, too. They're in here.
I wish they understood it's all worth it to get people to buckle up.
Hey, lacerated lovebirds, I sense a major crush.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your safety belt.
Talk about head over heels.
On YCTV.
Coming up next in a segment we call Tech Tips, members of the YCTV cast and crew are going to show you how to make your very own time-lapse video. Check it out.
Hello and welcome back to the YCTV studio, where for this month's segment of Tech Tips, we're going to show you how to make a time-lapse video using a GoPro 3 camera like this one that's available for your use at the Camp Humphreys Youth Center. Time-lapse videos are basically a sequence of photos stitched together to make a video that speeds up the real world and allows you to see things that you can't normally see, like the movement of the clouds, the sun, or shadows and light across the globe. To make a time-lapse video, you set up a camera like the GoPro to take pictures in intervals of time. Let's say one photo every second, 2 seconds, or even every hour or just a few times a day. Now you don't have to use GoPro cameras to make time-lapse videos, but they are fairly easy to use and one of the most cost-effective options on the market today. That said, we also use Nikons, Canons, and many other cameras to make time-lapse videos. It just depends on the type of video we're trying to make and whether or not we want more flexibility with our lenses or need to shoot at a specific type of quality. Regardless of the camera that you use, once you've taken your sequence of photos, you can then utilize software like Apple's QuickTime Player to stitch all of the photos together into a single video. To give you an idea of what a time-lapse video looks like, let's head over to the computer where I can show you a construction time-lapse that was photographed over several weeks and then accelerated into a 7.5 minute long video. In this example of a time-lapse video, the producers actually took 70,000 photographs over the span of 45 days, documenting the construction of a home from the ground up. They also used multiple cameras placed in different locations throughout the construction site.
Hey producer, this is actually taking longer than I thought. Could we get some of the cast and crew of YCTV in there to help out with the construction?
Roger, no problem. We'll send them in right now.
All right, thanks. Let's finish this up and take a break.
Alright, the process for setting up your GoPro camera is pretty straightforward. First, you pick it up and hit the front button, which turns it on. You then keep hitting the front button to cycle through the menu settings until you get to the option that it looks like a tool symbol or wrench. Once there, you hit the top button and then cycle through to the time-lapse icon, which is a camera and a clock. You then hit the top button again, where you have your options to determine if you want the camera to shoot a picture every half second, 2 seconds, and so on. For this video, we're going to have it go for 1 photo every second and hit the top button again. We then hit the front button to go to the exit menu, hit the top button to exit the settings, and from here we're going to hit the front button to scroll over to the time-lapse feature. Once we're there, we hit the top button, and the camera will begin automatically taking pictures. Now before we get into actually setting up our time-lapse, there is some time-lapse math involved that we need to calculate. So if you look at this equation and start in the upper, I'm just kidding, it's not this hard. So for this video we're shooting at 30 frames a second, which means 1 second of video equals 30 frames, or pictures. Now if 1 minute equals 60 seconds, we just simply have to run the math and say that for 30 frames times 60 seconds, we're going to need 1,800 photos. So basically, to get 1 minute of video from time-lapse, we will have to take 1,800 photographs. Well, now that we know how to set up the camera and we've done the math, let's head over to the youth center and test it out. Alright, back at the youth center now, Kate and Steven will place the GoPro cameras and let them run for about 2 hours. And then we'll bring everything back to the studio where we will stitch it together with Apple's QuickTime Player. To finish our time-lapse video, let's head back to the studio where we'll connect the camera to our YCTV computer. Using Apple's QuickTime 7, we then select the Open Image Sequence option from the File drop-down menu. Locate our photos on the GoPro, select the first one, and click the Open button. For this project, we're going to set the frame rate at 30 frames per second. Once you hit the OK button, the computer will automatically begin creating your time-lapse. And that's about it. So let's check out the finished product. Roll it.
Thanks, Stephen and Katie, for that time-lapse demonstration. The youth center has the latest games and equipment, including GoPro cameras and iPads. So be sure to stop by and check them out next time you're in the area.
To Maddie, congrats on paying off all those student loans.
Finally, right?
How'd you manage that anyway?
I started tracking my spending, changed a couple of habits.
Wow, I'm kind of living paycheck to paycheck right now. I don't even know how I'm doing it.
Well, have you tried saving a little?
I want to, but where's that money gonna come from? Bill collectors, they're the worst. Am I right?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
Not home.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Welcome back from the break, where I'm standing in the Camp Humphreys Air Traffic Control Tower with Staff Sergeant Monica Willard, the Tower Facility Chief. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to show us around the tower.
No problem, Joe Beth. We're glad you can make it.
So I understand that Camp Humphreys is one of the busiest Army airfields in the world. So what does that mean for you guys working up here?
Well, that's a great question, and I'm happy to answer it because this is a unique facility, and my soldiers and I do have so much pride working here. First of all, the benefits of being ATC is great because it's a small world, and no matter where you go, after you've been in a while, you'll always run into someone you know and a familiar face. So that's one benefit, of course. And secondly, working here is very unique, and you just learn so much and gain a lot of experience.
All right, so what should high school students that are interested in pursuing a career in the military or doing what you do, what advice would you have to give to them?
I would initially suggest them to do some research and learn about the Army values and war ethos, because when it comes down to it, that's really what it's all about. If they could apply that to their lives right now, joining will be a little bit easier. A little bit.
That's really good advice. All right, cool. Well, it sounds like you guys have a lot of fun up here, and thank you for having us.
Of course, no problem.
This is an acceptance letter. It's a diploma. It's a passport. It's a compass. It's a trainer and a coach and the jersey of the greatest team on earth. It's more than a uniform. It's an education you can't get anywhere else. There's Strong, and then there's Army Strong. Try it on at GoArmy.com.
Welcome back from the break. For our next segment called Game On, Sergeant Cutler will pay a visit to the youth center to check out their video game selection.
Hi, my name is Sergeant Cutler, and we're here at the Youth Center. I'm here with Christian and Zoe. They're going to show me how to play Super Mario Brothers. Game on!
Alright, this should be fun.
Yeah.
Make sure my pizza is still there.
Whoa, how do I get out of my bubble?
Oh, someone has to pop you.
Someone, okay, so I shake and someone pops me.
Yeah. Watch out for that.
And those flowers, what do I do with those flowers?
Oh, you shake your controller and it might give you some coins.
Okay, so it's like a coin flower.
Yeah.
I want all my flowers to have coins.
Yeah.
Whoa, okay.
And you have to watch out for the tubes because they might have...
The plants, I forgot what they're called.
Oh, the plants?
Yeah,
the man-eating plants.
Yeah, those things aren't too good.
Okay. Ah, man, what's that turtle?
It's a turtle and it can kill them.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not your
killer turtle.
Oh, yeah, I found a tunnel.
Okay, so we all need to go in there?
Yeah. Or when one of us goes in there and time passes by,
Okay,
we'll just
so try
make
not
all of
to
us
break
go in
any
there.
of these because there might be something...
Ha! Bumped into you guys. Alright, so...
Trying not to get smashed.
So wait a minute, do we actually share these coins, or are we competing?
These coins are shared for when you get 100, you get a free life.
All right, that's all we have time for today. Thank you, Zoe and Christian.
No problem.
If you're interested in gaming, stop by the Youth Center. They have a full range of various consoles, board games, you name it, they've got it.
See you next month. Bye.
Bye.
Well, that does it for this month's episode of YCTV. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next month.
We're at the Camp Humphreys Youth Center, and you're watching YCTV.